Hello and welcome to another day in your calendar, your Christmas calendar with us. I am your host for this episode, Cosmic, and so today I will be playing Digimon World 2 for the PSX. This was probably one of the last games I got for the PSX Christmas time. I was bought with my own Christmas money because I wanted a Christmas game. The game had been out for a while. I just didn't know about it. When I got this game, Digimon was pretty big. And this was the first Digimon game I've seen. It wasn't like a battle game, like a beat 'em up kind of battle game. So I decided to buy it because at the time I was only getting money for Christmas and birthdays and stuff. Wasn't really making any money of my own. So I decided, let's get a Digimon game. And I remember people saying how good Digimon World was, the first one. So I decided to get this one because I figured it would be the same. Turns out it's not the same. This one is a more turn-based version. I can't remember the story of this. Maybe I should have watched it. Pretty sure it's like you have to defend the digital city from evil Digimon, and I'm a part of a tamer group that train. I don't think I capture them, as I say. I think I become friends with them because I'm sure I just bribe them with toys. And there we go, and a wee bug. Okay, we have arrived. This is the boot domain. Stay alert. Stay alert. It says I've been training for this day, right? But it seems like I get all my training in this tutorial. So I don't know what kind of training I was doing before this. Because I was definitely training before this, but I just don't know what kind of training I was doing before it. Because I've covered everything in this, right? So here we go, right? So we're fighting some Gazimon. We've got, I don't think that's their actual names. I think that's the names he's given them. So we'll give orders. Looks like a Seadramon? Yeah. We will use our Ice Blast. Oh, okay, Ice Blast targets both. We will use... We don't need to do HP, so we will use Flower Cannon, and we will go the Dinosaur, and I like the sound of Volcanic Strike. I remember Lilymon because he was one of the main characters in the anime. Yeah. Do you call it anime? Is it anime? I guess it is still anime. But it's just when I think of anime, I think of like Sword Art Online and that kind of thing. I don't really think of Digimon, Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh's anime because they were so westernized. Yeah, westernized. So I don't really think of them as anime, though really they are. I always think of them more as like just cartoons. Next floor. So the whole idea is we go through these dungeons. So it's dungeon crawler, the dungeon crawler turn-based game, which is weird. But it's good. Like, I love this game. Like, it's just the fact that we get to go... Sorry, I'm going through this bit quick. I've played this so many times. I've played this game so many times. I've never actually finished this game. I always, for whatever reason, I've never finished this. I think it's because it is such a long game. And, like, your Digimon do get levels and stuff. But then after, like, level 21 or something, you then have to get another one to 21. Then merge the two of them, and then the two of them go back down to like level 12. And then you can get them up to like 24, and then you need two 24s, and then you merge them down. And then, so like, do you know what I mean? You need to get like constantly two Digimon to the same level, merge them together. Which means that then you've only got the one Digimon. And you can advance at like 3 or 4 levels. Maybe more than that. But that's why it takes so long, because you have to level up. Technically, you have to level up so many Digimon. Yeah, you have to level up so many Digimon to do this properly. And get a proper team. Like, these are level 20 23, 22, and 21. So when you get your rookie and then get into a champion, you then have to make friends with more champions, or make friends with more rookies, then level them up. But you can't level; they can only level up when they're in the team. So then, right, okay, that attack missed because I tried to attack him and he was already dead. I didn't expect his attack to be dead. I didn't expect him to be dead after only those 2 attacks. Anyway, yeah, it's like I think that was always my least favourite part of this, is the fact that you couldn't just level up the Digimon to the point where you could Digivolve them. You had to level them up to a certain level, then fuse them with another Digimon, then level them up again, and then fuse them with another Digimon. So every time you had to try and to properly level up your Digimon and get them strong, you had to constantly merge them, DNA Digivolve them, which is, yeah, that's why it took so long. That's why I never finished it, because I always had to, you have to grind a lot in this game to get the Digimon up to a level where they can fight at the later stages, at the later domains, in the later missions. And then you have to you get as you can see where I was rolling around in this dude's Digibeetle, which is a new thing they introduced for this as well. That has HP and mana, and then you have to then use that to shoot walls and traps and stuff to get past. Because if that runs out of health, you go back to the start as well. So not only do you have to make sure your Digimon are strong enough for the domain, you also have to make sure your Digibeetle can get through the domain. So you could be doing amazing. Your Digibeetle could make it all the way through, or it even runs out of steps. So you can run out of movement in the base. If you take the wrong turn of it, you can actually run out of moves to move through the dungeon, and then that kicks you out as well. So it's dead simple to start. Like, this bit's really simple because he's got like an amazing Digibeetle for what we're trying to do, but like no one else does. Like, when you start, your Digibeetle's terrible, which is to be expected. Right, okay, cool. So, like I said, I pretty much learned how to play the game there. So I don't know what kind of training I was doing before. Because he was like, this is my last day of training. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So what the hell training were you doing before? Oh, by the way, Patamon. I don't believe Patamon is actually that big, but Demi-Devilmon floating about. He was always one of my favourite characters in the anime. I always really liked him because he was always just a wee. He was just like, he always felt like he was a badass, but he wasn't really. And everybody just took the absolute out of him for being a dumbass, which I always found hilarious. But like, yeah, my favorite Digimon was always Agumon and Greymon. Then it was War Greymon, and then Metal Greymon. Challenged evil forces. Yeah, I always thought the virus Digimon has been evil because, well, the anime has always said that it's always virus Digimon that have been the bad guys. Well, it makes sense because, like, you don't want viruses in your computer, do you? It's always the kids' It's always the kids that have to deal with the stuff. Like, the adults are always most anime worlds that I see, when something goes wrong, it's always the adults that are just like, yeah, it's okay. We'll just get on with life and hopefully it goes away. Those kids are like, no, the world is in trouble. We have to save it. And adults are just like, the world's in trouble like all the time. I don't. Oh, okay. So there's my own little Digibeetle. Oh, and there's Tapiamon. Tapiamon, I think. I think that's what it's called. I guess we'll find out when we go into this battle. If it ever loads. I have a level 1 Agumon who's got can battle and you can pepper breath, and that's it. So, oh, Tapiamon, we can do. Yeah, so to get other moves, you have to, as soon as you DNA Digivolve with the whatever Digimon you get, that's how you get other moves. Ooh, my damage did a wee bit more than yours. Ooh, you almost died with that. Almost died with one hit. But look at my health and my mana points. Health and mana points. Yeah, obviously. It's turn-based. Of course I'm going to get health and mana points. It's just like, people are like, let's just take ideas. Well, I guess in most games are like that. Just take ideas of what's already existed and put different skin on it. This time it's Digimon. But for what I knew, like the first Digimon game was like more like Tamagotchi or like virtual pet kind of thing, where you looked after the Digimon and grew up with it and trained with it and got stronger with it. So I thought this was that's what this was going to be like. Turns out I was wrong, but turns out it was in a good way anyway. There's a chest. Let's see what's on the chest. HP disc, and there's nothing else here. So we will continue back the way and see where we are going. Like, as you can see, my EP's up got like 30 steps left. So I went to a dead end. I went the wrong way. So I do not believe I am going to make it through this. 15, 12, 10. I have 5 steps because we've not really got the EP to explore. And we will hopefully, because you can have like you can have enough EP to get to the final floor, and if you're like heading for the exit after you beat the boss and you run out of EP, oh no, it won't forgive you. It'll just be like, nah, you still ran out of EP. I don't care if you beat the boss, you still ran out of EP. I think we are a tad too low a level to beat him at the moment. So his darkness gear. I don't remember if you remember watching the anime, like the first series, they used the dark gears to control the Digimon. Is it the first season, second season? Well, one of the seasons, I can't remember. They used dark gear to control the Digimon and make them all evil. But then they realised it was the dark gears and they started. Was the first one the dark spires? Or is it both? I can't remember. I really should. I would love to go back. I actually really should go back and watch it. And see if it is as good as I remember. Because I remember they made loads of spin-offs of it. Should get him close to dead. I'm probably going to have to attack him once more to get him down. But as you can see how grindy this can be. I don't... Oh, no, he's down, he's down, he's down. The kid in. It was rubbish. Oh. It's Dick and Dom. And Bill and Ben. The flower prop man? Yes, Bill and Ben. We'll go with Bill and Ben. I don't know. Joy Joy. Joy Joy and Bertrand. I mean, Bertrand. Like, really? Who calls that kid Bertrand? Saying that I picked my own name, so he actually picked their own name as well. Joy Joy. Oh, you don't want to. Please understand. Okay. Okay, have fun. Like, enjoy whatever you do. And then he has to walk back over. So he has to basically. Maybe he's just doing that for the Vance. Yeah, I think he's just doing a Vance. Oh, and now we're rivals. Oh, awesome. Anyway, that has got us to the end. Oh, I can check my stuff. Oh, I've got 700 bits. I took a bigger fine than that for breaking. Anyway, that will cover us for today's day in your calendar. Remember, there is other days in your calendar. The videos are just as good, especially the ones with me. They're most entertaining. But I digress. That has been another day in your calendar. I have been Cosmic. This has been Digimon World 2, and I had fun. I'm definitely going to be coming back and playing this more, but I just want to give you like a wee sneak peek, the first maybe 20 minutes gameplay, half an hour gameplay, something like that. Anyway, have fun. Bye.